Okay, this is from a little fun flight I did down to southern Indiana. I wanted to check out a couple of grass strips down the neighborhood that are on the river. This is Robinson. It's officially called to be in Vevay, Indiana, but it's just across the river from Carrollton, Kentucky. Going downwind here, the terrain is kind of rising. It says that the traffic pattern altitude is 800 feet. I was probably closer to 1,000 feet here. Obviously, the traffic pattern, right now I'm heading west, landing east. The opposite traffic pattern would be, of course, out over the river. So here in a little bit, I'm going to start making the turn over to that airport grass strip, whatever we want to call it. According to the FAA documents, 8 India 1 or 8I1 Robinson is turf grass sod in poor condition. It was fairly rough. The 21-inch tires on my Zenith soaked that up fairly well. The official dimensions are 1,670 feet long by 50 feet wide. Plenty of room for the Zenith. There is a driveway that crosses the approach end of the runway when you're headed this way. That driveway did have a service truck or van come down that driveway while I was left downwind, so certainly watching for any vehicles on that driveway. The driveway seems to lead back to the house that is probably the only one connected to the runway. So some trees kind of off in the distance, but really the runway's pretty clear both ends, again, other than watching for the road. Just come down final here, there'll be a pickup truck coming down the main road that parallels the runway. So I was very carefully watching to see if it was going to turn down that driveway. So plenty high here, which is fine. Easy to lose altitude in the Zenith. I'm going to put it down a third of the way down. There is a displaced threshold. It should keep me high enough to be above any vehicles that way. Again, those tires soak things up pretty well, but it's pretty smooth for the Zenith going down through there. We get down to the other end. Certainly wouldn't want to land on the threshold down here because there is a little bit of a swale. Get down, turn around, and reconfigure the airplane. And we're just going to do a quick stop here and take right back off. The camera that I have out on the wing right now is an Akaso. It's a $50 camera on Amazon. Just been super pleased with the quality of the footage. There's definitely some prop blur. I could certainly get a density neutral filter and slip in the camera case and get rid of some of that. Take just a minute here to clean up the airplane, reset the flaps, reset the trim, get it ready for the takeoff. I always prefer to take a minute to get everything reset. And ease in full power. Keep the stick back and get that nose up off the ground as soon as we can. Leave a little back pressure. Really, we're pretty much off the ground. Go ahead and climb out. I'm headed downriver to Lee Bottom from here, so I'm going to kind of edge out towards the river, stay towards lower terrain. There's some nice fields straight ahead and below to my right as we climb out here. Would make good emergency landing spots if I had engine failure right now. So you're always looking for that stuff. And I'll go spend a little time flying down the river and heading down to the next stop.